Mark Rogers TV's college football predictions week 9. Let's run them down. All the top 25 games, plus I've got a bonus game just because I love the line in this game, and it's going to be a confidence pick. Of course, listen up for the confidence pick. There are 2 this week. We had 2 last week. Unfortunately, we split. We took Utah plus 7, but we also took Arkansas plus the 10.5. 1 for 1 last week. Over the course of time, our confidence picks nearing 70% against the spread. Louisville, Virginia. Yes, the Cavaliers lose big, but take Virginia plus the 33 points. Louisville wins the game. West Virginia, Oklahoma State, the big game in the Big 12 this weekend. Oklahoma State, by the ESPN Power Index, should pull off the upset. I like West Virginia's defense to pull off the game in Stillwater. Take the Cowboys plus the 3.5 points. Michigan State. Sparty has dominated the series. This is no recent Mark D'Antonio team, though, at 2-5 with 5 consecutive losses. Michigan wins. Man, the way these two teams are playing, Michigan could win this game by 45 points. Take Sparty at home plus the 24.5. Penn State, Purdue. Nittany Lions, you would think, coming off the big high at home against Ohio State. Purdue played well against Nebraska on the road last week, only lost by 13 points, led by 4 at half. Still, I have a great belief in Purdue's awful football. Penn State wins and they cover 13.5 points. Florida, Georgia, the largest outdoor cocktail party in America. Not supposed to say that anymore, but we still say it here on Mark Rogers TV. Florida wins, better defense by far. Take Georgia plus the 7.5 in a rivalry game. Baylor, Texas, Bears cover the 3.5. Miami, Notre Dame, neither team in the top 25. It just feels right to pick this game. It's still Miami, Notre Dame. It's in South Bend. I like the Canes. I like their defense much better than the Irish. Take Miami plus the 1.5 points. Washington, Utah, game of the year to date, matchup of the year in the Pac-12. Washington, the favorite in the North, and to get to the college football playoff, Utah winning the South at this point. Huskies win it. 11 points on the road, though. I like the Utes plus the 11 points right there. Ohio State, Northwestern. The Buckeyes bounce back, but Northwestern playing extremely well, getting 27.5. Confidence pick. Like the Wildcats plus the 27.5 against the Buckeyes, Ohio State wins. Boise State covers 14 against Wyoming. Oklahoma, Kansas. Anytime you throw me 40 or 40.5, what do I tell you all the time? Not to touch those games. We hate the big point spreads. You have no idea who's going to be playing in the fourth quarter, how hard they're going to be trying, or the coaching mentality, going for the jugular or pulling off and cruising to a victory. So, got to take it. It's a top 25 game, so here it is. Oklahoma wins. Take Kansas plus the 40.5. Same realm here with Texas A&M taking a week off against New Mexico State. Aggies win huge, but we'll take the 44. Wisconsin-Nebraska, game of the week in the Big Ten. Huge game in the Western Division race. Most likely the winner of this one wins it. Nebraska's got a 2-game lead, but tougher games ahead, plus the head-to-head at Madison. Badgers win. 9 is too much in a defensive-minded game. Badgers win. Nebraska plus the 9 points. We've got Auburn. We've got Ole Miss. The Tigers are playing great football. 56-3 on the Plains against Arkansas, a quality team last week. Ole Miss going the other way. Yes, they're the best 3 and 4 team in college football, but Auburn wins this game. But I like Ole Miss with the passing attack, keeping it close enough. Ole Miss plus the 5 points. Tennessee, South Carolina, take the Gamecocks at home plus the 14. Vols win as they continue to march toward a probable SEC Eastern Division championship. The game I'm throwing in outside the top 25 in addition to Miami, Notre Dame. Mizzou and Kentucky. This one caught my eye because Mizzou has been awful. They have not defeated a decent team. They are getting bludgeoned by anyone decent. And I know Kentucky does not qualify as even decent, but the Wildcats are playing good in recent weeks. A win over South Carolina, a win over Mississippi State by 2. Definitely the best team they've beaten. Kentucky knocked off Vandy as well. They're at 4-3 and 3-2 in the SEC East. Imagine the Wildcats winning this game, going to 4-2, and playing Tennessee for the Eastern Division Championship. Okay, I'm going to take Mizzou at home. That's not the point here. This is a confidence pick with Kentucky getting 6.5 points. Yes, they've played all those quality games at home, but Mizzou is no difficult place to play these days, especially at noon. Take Kentucky plus the 6.5 in a confidence pick. And finally, the big one in Tallahassee for the division championships or possible three-way tie between Louisville, Florida State, and Clemson. It's the Tigers, it's the Noles. Clemson wins. They're a much better team this year, significantly better, especially with the offensive firepower. Clemson covers 4 at Florida State. My picks on Mark Rogers TV. We invite you to give us your picks for the week. Many people out there like to bash me after the games have been played, but definitely we would love to actually hear the picks before the games are played right here on Mark Rogers TV.